I built my first gaming PC and did it for under $700. My dad helped me pick out the components, and we bought everything for cheap during Amazon Prime Day.
I've built PCs in the past, but it's been a while, so I had to do a little bit of research. We landed on an AMD build for the CPU and GPU. The other components were purchased based on price to keep the total cost under $700. I'm not sure we made the right choices in every situation, but I think it turned out as expected for a 1080p system that averages 80 to 100 frames per second for most of the games we've tested so far. One thing that messed up our build a little bit was that our power supply was DOA, and I had to run to Best Buy to get another 700 watt power supply. It was $8 more than what I paid on Amazon, but it still left us with a build under $700, including the case.
I did most of the installation myself, but my dad made sure everything fit properly. Installing the CPU was easy as there is only one way that it fits. I then put on the stock cooler and my dad connected it to the power on the motherboard.
Next up was the RAM install. The Asus motherboard has 4 RAM slots, but 2 of them are gray and 2 are black. That way it's easy to know where to put our RAM sticks so that we get dual channel performance. Since we have a 10-year-old doing the install, I made sure everything fits snugly. Next was the SSD install. I did this as the screw was super small.
Finally, it was time to install our GPU. Then we got the case ready for installation by removing 2 PCI slots for the graphics card.
The motherboard is screwed to the case as pointed out in the video. Then we secure our GPU to the case above the PCI slots and screw on the cover. Then everything gets cabled up to the power supply and we're off and running. After a Windows 11 install and some adjustments to RAM and GPU settings, we are now able to play any game on the market with a high FPS at high or better graphics settings. We did end up buying a USB Wi-Fi adapter as the built-in adapter on the motherboard ended up being terrible. This one is Wi-Fi 6 and now gets us 300 megabits per second up and down with speed tests. I think our build turned out well, and even with the Wi-Fi adapter, we stayed under $700. More importantly, it was a chance to show my 10-year-old son how to build a PC and all the parts and install steps that are required to get it running. But we would like to hear from you. Would you have made any changes to our build? Did we screw up? Or what would you have done differently? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
That's all for now, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time on Trick Disc Gaming.